Good morning everybody and welcome to Monday's maths lesson. Now Mr. Lake, this week is all about times tables.
Times tables, how exciting.
Very important thing and quite a fun thing. Now today we're doing the 2 times table.
Okay.
Let's get started. Right, first of all I have this question. Okay, so I'm going to do it. So, right, 2, add 2, add 2, right, go 1, 2, add 2, add 2.
It's a lot of twos, Mr.
I'm
Fair.
getting a bit tired. Is there an easier way?
I think there is, yeah.
Okay, what's that?
You know how to count in twos, don't you?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you're
Okay.
just going.
Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
Yep.
18, okay. Isn't that quicker?
So much quicker.
And then we could write that as a times table sort of number sentence, I guess,
Yeah.
times table fact. So we could go, how many twos do we have there, Mr. Lake?
We have 9 lots of twos
So
there.
9. So when you're writing out your times tables, you could write, we tend to write it like this. So 9 lots of 2 equals 18. We've got 9 groups of 2, 9 lots of 2. Often, or sometimes people write it the other way around. They might write it like this, sort of 9 lots of 2 equals 18, okay? It doesn't really,
Both of those are true, aren't they?
they're both going to be the same. So you'll see a picture later on which shows you this. It doesn't matter which way around you do it. I think we're going to tend to stick to talk about 9 lots of 2, okay? And you'll see why. Right, now, Mr. Lake, let me tell you a little story about Christmas. Now, for Christmas, every year I get socks for Christmas.
Very
Okay,
small
now
socks,
obviously
yeah.
I've got little tiny feet. So obviously socks, you get a pair of socks. So there's 2 socks in each pair. So I've got 1 pair, 1.
Yep.
I've got this one, 2.
2 pairs.
I've got 3 pairs.
Yep.
4, 5 pairs. Okay,
Yep.
so I got 5 lots of 2, didn't I?
Yeah, because they're all pairs.
5 times 2.
2.
5 groups of 2. Right, so should we just count that up? So
Yep.
2, 4.
6, 8, 10.
Great. So 5 times 2 is 10. Lovely. Sometimes people write it the other way around, like that. Doesn't matter. Right. Now, Mr. Lake, let's practice our times tables, okay?
Okay.
So we'll use our socks. Why not? Right, ready to catch? Right,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So we just count up in 2 to start with. So let's go. Okay, 2,
4,
6,
8,
10,
12,
14,
16,
18,
20,
22,
24.
and we'll stop there. Okay. Right, now let's say the actual facts. Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 times 2 is 2.
2 times 2 is 4.
3 times 2 is 6.
4 times 2 is 8.
5 times 2 is 10.
6 times 2 is 12.
7 times 2 is 14.
8 times 2 is 16.
9 times 2 is 18.
10 times 2 is 20.
11 times 2 is 22.
12 times 2 is 24.
Okay, now I'd like you to practice that at home, counting up in 2s and then saying the actual times table. So pause the video now and practice that a few times until you get really, really good at it, really quick.
I think it's interesting. It's the same as doubling, isn't it? 2 times 2 is 4. Double 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. Double 3 is 6.
Seamless, Mr. Lake. Yes, it is very useful. Right, so let's move on. Now, I'm going to show you some pictures now. So 5 times 2. Remember, we're thinking of that of 5 lots of 2. So look at this picture. Okay, so hopefully you can see this on the picture. Can you just check it's on the camera?
Yep.
So we've got 1 group of 2 there.
Yep.
Okay. Now I'll do another group of 2 there. So I've got 2 groups of 2. Okay. And now I'll make my 3rd group of 2. My 4th group of 2. Get that neat. And then here we have 5 groups of 2. Okay. So we've got, I'll do there, you've got a group there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 2. If we count it up, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 5 times 2 is 10. Okay? Now, do you see this? When we put shapes like this, we call this an array, Mr. Lake.
Yep.
Okay, and it can be quite a useful way of representing times tables. So once again, we've got our 5 groups and 2 in each group. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Right, now I've got another question for us to do. Okay, so this question is 10 divided by 5. So we know from our jump start and things
Yep.
how to do that. So let's make, so we've got 10 sweets
Yep.
shared amongst 5 plates. Okay, so let's do, I'll just do my 5 plates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plates. Okay, actually, Mr. Lake, could you share out the 10 sweets for us?
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go.
Great. So 10 divided by 5. How many sweets on each plate?
There's 2 in each plate, so the answer is 2. What is it, Mr. Fenn?
Do you notice anything? Mr. Lake, I've just noticed something. Look, this array here and this array here, these pictures are the same.
And we've got the same numbers
And
in the
all-
number sentence.
And yeah, you've got a 5, a 2 and a 10. And you've got a 5, a 2 and a 10.
How interesting.
How interesting. So at home, do you see the pattern here? Do you see that actually times tables and division is very similar, it's kind of the same thing, just the other way round.
Yeah.
Okay, when we made it, we ended up with the same picture. Okay, now Mr. A, what if we put, what if we had, I've just thought of something, okay? Now I'm just going to make this array again here, the same array, right? What if we did this, right? The same array, right? Let's just do this quickly. Okay, just wait, this will be good, guys. Okay,
I'm excited.
it's going to be great. It's going to be good. Right, now what if we had that, right?
2,
That's a
6, 8, 10.
Same array, right? But what if instead of 5 groups of 2, what if we split it another way? What if we looked at it like this? Okay, and I've done the wrong picture, haven't I? I need one more. Hang on, right, let's just, sorry, just a second. Right, 1, 2, 3. There we go, right. Okay, there we go. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, now what if, rather than splitting in 5 groups, what if we just made 2 groups, Mr. Lake?
Ooh, okay. 2 bigger groups, yeah.
2 bigger groups. How many is in each group, Mr. Lake?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in each group.
So it's the
we've got
same array. So we could have 2 groups of 5, 2 times 5. And how many are there
There's
altogether?
still 10.
There's 10, okay.
That's
So
interesting.
do you see, 5 times 2 is 10, 2 times 5 is 10. It's the same thing, okay? And then we've got one more. If we look at this, if we did, let's look at this. If we did, let's look at, so we've used it, 5, 2, 10, so 2, 5, 10, 10 divided by 5. What if we did 10 divided by 2?
Ooh.
Okay, 10 divided by 2 equals, right? So we've got how many sweets?
10 sweets.
How many plates?
2 plates.
Right, I'll just make 2 plates, 1, 2, and let's put our 10 sweets on. So share them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, how many sweets on each plate?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on each plate.
So 10 divided by 2 is 5. And look at that. So all of these have got the same numbers. And actually, if we were Mr. Lake, if we rubbed out these lines, right?
Yeah.
Rubbed out these lines, we're left with, what do you notice? What do you see here about all these different arrays? Well, these arrays, what do you see? What do you notice?
Well, they're all exactly the same. It's just 10.
Yeah, they're
10
exactly the
circles.
same. So there's a big link between division and times tables. And hopefully what you'll realise, if you know 5 times 2 is 10, you will also know 10 divided by 5 is 2. You'll know 2 times 5 is 10. And you could just know 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay, let's move on. So, 6 times 2.
Yep.
Right, let's work this out. 6 times 2, what's that?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12.
I agree. Okay, 6 times 2 is 12. Right, now, we're going to use this to help us work out some other facts, okay?
Okay.
So we know 6 times 2 is 12. So 2 times 6 must be...
It's still going to be 12.
It's the same, because they're the same things, aren't they?
I can still count out 2 6 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if we know that, we also know that. Now, we also... What would this be then? So 6 times 2 is 12. 12 divided by 6 must be...
2.
2,
You'd
okay?
have 2 groups of 6 making 12.
And then we could also know 12 divided by 2 must just be
6.
6, okay? Now I went through that a bit quickly and perhaps that didn't make sense, but hopefully if you remember these pictures, that's what's actually happening, okay? And those pictures are why we can just use this number fact to just know these ones, okay? So, Mr. Lake, oh, very exciting,
Oh,
okay?
now this is exciting. Been looking forward to this.
Now, big news, everybody. Okay, we are going to have a battle of the bands on Times Table Rockstars, right? So I'm going to show you now how to go on a website called Times Table Rockstars. You were sent your login last week on Dojo, and we're going to log in now and show you how to play. And there's going to be a competition between 2PF and 2CL, and every time you get a question right, you get a point for your team. And then at the end of the week, the team with the most points wins, okay? And it's going to start today at 9 o'clock, okay? And it will finish on Friday at 2:30. So Friday afternoon, we'll put a message on Dojo saying who the winner is. Right, so, right, let's log in. So, if we go in here, that didn't work. Right, can you just type in Times Table Rockstars into Google for me, please, Mr. Lake?
Yep, so Times Table Rockstars. There we go.
Okay, if you just click on
Yep,
that
so
one, please.
ttrockstars.com.
Okay, if you go to login
Yep,
and go to school pupils, we're going to log in as a pupil. Okay, and great. I have already, so I actually logged in earlier
yep,
as a child, okay, and we've given them a fake name. The first time you log in, you'll be able to choose who's going to be your rock character, okay, and you can come up with a cool rock name, right? Now on here, when you log in, you'll notice it says you've been set the 2 times tables. Today, you will have questions which are the 2 times tables only, okay? So what I would recommend, you can play, there's here the studio and the sound check. You can play around with those if you want, but that's fine, please do. And the sound checker sort of helps you work out how quick you are. But the one I really want you to do is the garage, okay? This is the ones that me and Mr. Lake have set you. So can we go on the garage, please, Mr. Lake?
It's the garage. That's what I'm on right now.
And
this one.
we'll go to play.
Play.
Right, no, it's starting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, we've got some questions, Mr. Lake. Right,
Yep.
so that says 2 times 3. So that's the same, so
3.
2, 4,
Yep.
6. So 6 is the answer. Press 6 and enter. Right. Now 16 divided by 8. Okay. Well, let's think. We know it's the 2 times table.
Yep.
So let's think. We need a 2 and a 16 and an 8. So hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, it's actually 16. The answer must be 2 because I know 2 times 8 is 16, right? 5 times 2 I know is 10.
Yep.
So okay. 2 times 2 I know is 4.
Yep.
Okay, 2 times 9, so I could think of that as 9 lots of 2 or 2 lots of 9, but let's go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, please, Mr. Lake. Okay, 4 times 2 is...
2, 4, 6, 8.
Great. 2 times 6, 2, I know that double 6 is 12, yep. 12 times, okay.
Oh, there we go. So time is up
Right, okay, and the results are in. So then it gives me some information. I've got some coins, I've got 7 correct. Okay, now every question you try, you'll get a point for your team. Now, please enjoy this, right? Now, remember, this is your first time doing it, so you probably won't be that quick today. That's fine. Don't worry, enjoy it. You will get quicker the more you practice this. We'll do this lots throughout the year. You'll do it when you go into year 3 and year 4 as well. This is your first time doing it, most of you. So it's fine to be slow, okay?
Yeah.
Just remember those division ones, you can use your times table facts to work it out. If you get it wrong, it's okay. Practice makes perfect. And I think, Mr. Lake, that is everything for today. So have fun, and we'll be checking times tables, Rockstars today. We can see how many points you get. We can see every time you're logging on. So please do have fun with it.
Yep, absolutely. TCL to win. See you next time.